this thing on? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's where we can kick it. Everything is going down. They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends.
How many people are smoking weed today? See, that's what I'm saying. Now I'm gonna let y'all know. No alcohol, no weed, no volumes, no extra strength. Tylenols. For real, you have somebody run to me talking about, hey man, if you dip your finger in some sardine juice and put it behind your ear and hold your breath for 5 seconds, you'll be high than motherfucker. Like, man, get on with me from that shit, man. On a Thursday night when I'm bored and shit, I just happen to have a can of sardines. Put it up on the counter and thinking about it like, damn. I'm a little hungry, I'm on and open them up. Eat all the meat out of my silver oil, but I'm contemplating. Damn, I do want to be in a different mind state than I am. Shit, it's a little thick. Let me see. Shit, homie, you walking too. I got that star kiss, homie. Get that first sardine roll, dog. You gotta be careful with drugs, man. For real. I was in Cali, I learned quick. A partner of mine told me, he said, hey man, I'm coming to pick you up, we're gonna get wet. So when he showed up, I had my beach towel and my shit. I was ready to go have some summer fun. We go opposite of the beach. He goes to an apartment and he comes out, we stop at the park and he pulled out a Marlboro that was half wet. I said, what the hell are you about to do? He's like, I'm about to get you wet. Sid. When you hit this, you're gonna feel like you had oceans of fun, surfing, wow, all that shit. So he lit it and a flame popped up like 2 feet in the air. And I'm like, I know you ain't about to smoke that shit. He was like, don't trip, don't trip. So he started hitting it and it smelled like somebody was burning Tylenol. I was like, damn, what's this? Tylenol. So he passed it off to me and I said, fuck it, cousin. It must not be crack, because I ain't never seen a crackhead pass shit. Right? I'm for real. Samuel Jackson beat Halle Berry's ass when he hit that guy. So I hit it. Left my tongue numb a little bit. Gave it back to him. I'm still tripping off that. It smelled like Tylenol. So he passed it back to me. I went to hit it. When I went to pass it back, the whole world just stopped. When the world started moving again, I couldn't catch up. He said, "You want some more of this, Roy?"
Oh man, what it do? What it do? What it do? Once again, Roy Anthony, live, no makeup, couple lights on. Some lady told me that I was her chocolate drop or something. I'm like, I don't even know. Just because my complexion looked like I may be a chocolate drop, you may be picking up a piece of dirt. You don't know. Get to know me first before you give me so sugary names. Got me all blushing and everything, you know. Man, we having a good show. Just a little bit. Just bring it down a little bit, producer. This is Roy Anthony coming live once again. We be having where they be on radar on us. YouTube, Facebook, StreamYard, all these 16 other platforms, they be monitoring to everything we do.
What are you doing?
Bringing the 100 under the Woe Entertainment. That's what we do. Now, Woe Entertainment is the platform. You can see, look them up, WO Entertainment. You see them on Facebook, YouTube. Just go. We got so many different platforms coming through the Woe Entertainment, different hosts that we have never even met each other because it's around the world. And me, being the Lowry seasoning salt and the true only black man on the Woe Entertainment, so because we bridge the gap. Not saying that they just won't hire other blacks. That's not what I'm saying. But we have to bridge the gap. We can't let the media and the government not get to know each other. You know, I haven't came across a Karen yet. I'm not saying that they don't exist. We got too much footage. I believe a Karen exists before I believe a Bigfoot. The camera's always fuzzy on Bigfoot. We got videos, you know. It is what it is. But I don't think all white women are Karens, because there's some black Karens too.
Yeah.
I counted one the other day. I said, "You are an Afro-American Karen."
Yeah.
It's up. I'm gonna sit up here and have a 2-minute sentence because I'm holding the door open.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean,
Some of them walk through and won't say a word.
I do it for a dude, especially elder guy. I be like, on the breast, man. You know, age before beauty. I be doing like that. But anyway, when you're being 100, because we in one of them society where everybody got something to say, or they hurt, their feelings is hurt. Well, not with Roy Anthony. Only God's my judge. I'm gonna say what it is. Now, I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, but sometimes, you know, the truth is a two-edged sword. It cuts in going and coming. I ain't gonna say something to you that I'm a hypocrite of it because it cuts me. But if I have my beliefs, I'm not forcing it on you. But if you ask me a question, don't argue with me. This is a conversation. It's not a confrontation.
Sure is.
Now, the Woe Entertainment, which was created by Richie King, aka his comic name is Redneck Pimp.
Uh-oh.
The co-creator is Goose. I never say his government name and stuff, you know. It's not our threats. Then we have our associate producers like Blue Phoenix. We got Ethan. I be hoping I be saying his name. I be wanting to call him like Ethan. He remind me of Ethan Hawke on Mission Impossible. It's Ethan, you know. And we got a lot of different hosts
Ethan,
coming up on. Huh?
Ethan, you know your name.
Ethan, he knows it. I know they love barbecuing. And so when you out there in them military, because this is based on for vets. Now, I'm not a veteran. I'm a general public person who wants to always acknowledge the veterans. Think I can be sitting my ass up here doing Intellect and this and that and not facing, wake up with a left arm chopped with a machete because we got some type of democracy. That's what gets me though. You know what 30-30? Yeah, but it seems like it changes when it favors somebody. Right when you think we getting into it and you speak voice, why are we fighting when Diddy says, I tell, okay. Look, I've told every person who says they live in the all-black neighborhood. You have never lived in an all-black neighborhood. You have lived in white neighborhoods that's occupied by more blacks. Because when the police come, what law enforcement you facing? And what jurisdiction system are you facing? This ain't Nicodemus, Kansas. When you go to the hospital, who runs the doctor's board? Who encounters how much medicine you should have? Not on your life, but how much money, because these pills can cost you $500. And looking at you, I don't think you need this.
Hey, you just need more black doctors. That's how you do that.
How hypocritical can we be when 2.5 million blacks and Native American Latinos are in prison for marijuana, but then all of a sudden you flip a law to where they got organizations organized overnight.
Yeah.
This seemed like a 10 to 15 year period of building up. So while you throwing people in prison, you knew the whole time what you was gonna do. Y'all wicked, man, wicked. Sterling King said, your name is Hollywood, laugh out loud. You think it ain't? Carl Loomis said, what up, y'all? What's up, Carl? See, yo. I'm just being honest. I love my people. I mean, when I say I'm not one of them dudes that, yeah, I got white friends. Man, I got white friends, Latino friends. I got some blacks I don't like. I got some Latino. I know history. We all know the history. I'm gonna share some history. But I started looking at things. And I'm on a movement. It started with our producer when he said, rednecks and blacks need to get together. Come together. Because in Cali, we always say blacks and browns need to come together. And I'm seeing like, it's the general public. It gets on my nerve when I make up 13.5% of this population and they saying that we got more black millionaires and billionaires in all the history of the US, but we're still the lowest motherfuckers in it. Something just don't. I know where our jobs in China, they done build up a powerhouse because all the money they made from making Michael Jordan's tennis shoes.
You think they made a lot of money?
Hell yeah.
They wasn't making money.
Okay, bro.
Mike made the money.
Yeah. But guess what? You don't see nobody feeling sorry about.
I think they had kids working in the factory then.
Man, that's why we got to bring in a person who got the same intelligence like us. That's why I brought this is my brother. Now, everybody knows when we're riding, anybody riding with us, I'm going to keep it so honest. This brother I'm bringing up been around the world. I be watching him. I was watching him one day. He was at his house in Quebec, Canada. No, not no Quebec, Missouri.
Right. Yeah.
Work out there for the government. Be all in New York, East Coast. One of the most talented comedians because he's highly intelligent. Highly intelligent. Without no further ado, our brother who's about to ride with us and y'all gonna get to love him too. Let's give it up for my main man, Nate Munn. Give it up to him, man. What's up, Nate?
Holy shit, what's up, Roy?
What up, bro?
Audience.
Oh man, for real, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, and I'm fucking super stoked to be here. Thank you so much for having me on the show, man.
Hell yeah, man. You know, man. Look, you know you got to do your testimony and stuff. We know how, you know, when you go to a service or something, you know, you gotta, like, you introduce you to the club, okay? We all know each other. Everybody know Roy, but we want them to know our other brother. Come on, Nate, tell them who you are, bro.
I'm a 41-year-old Canadian guy. I grew up in English Canada. Now I live in French Canada because I like how the French do shit. They like to party over here. They're super chill. I got 2 little kids, 6 and 2. I'm married to a beautiful wife named Cornelia. She's the love of my life. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I won the lottery, basically. Yeah, I'm a writer. I've been a writer since I was little, but I dropped out of high school and then kind of fucked around for many, many years and spent many years as a musician. And now I've spent the last 10 years working as an advertising writer guy, but I do journalism on the side because I actually care about that shit and it's important. And now I'm getting into stand-up comedy because the pandemic was depressing as fuck, and even investigating the cops, which is what I do a lot, that's also depressing. So I need to make some jokes. So I'm really into the comedy these days. It's fucking lots of fun.
Hey, man, wait a minute, though. Wait a minute, man. Our producers and them said welcome, but wait a minute. You said you was investigating the police.
Somebody's got to do it.
Is it confidential, or can I ask you, like just mouth, what did you do? Like, you observe how they arrested somebody and they reported and...
No, not that close up. I had a lot of time on my hands with working in an office job, and so what happened was way back in 2013, 2014 was when, in the States, they've been militarizing the police for a long time, right? And I read about it up here, but you didn't see it really happening up here in Canada. And then 2013, I saw an article in my hometown newspaper. I'm from the capital of Canada, a city called Ottawa. And that was the first time I ever saw a military vehicle run by the police on the streets of a Canadian city. Like, they had the ATV out there and the full warrior gear.
Damn, that was that gangster out there?
Well, that's it, right? And I had seen that, and I was like, okay, oh shit, it's happening in the States. And then I saw it here, and I was like, what the fuck? I took it personally. I was like,
oh, so you was about to say, you crazy Americans down there. You like, oh.
That's it, right? I'm like, oh shit, we're doing the same thing. Like, yeah, we're great. We're Canadians. Not at all. I'm like, okay. So I started looking into that, and I was like, because the thing was, I'd never done journalism before. I didn't go to school for it, nothing. I didn't know where to start. And I knew I liked to write and I cared about these issues. But then when I saw that military vehicle on the streets of my hometown, I was like, okay, what the fuck? I got to find out where the money is coming from to pay for this. Because that's follow the money, right? Figure out what's going on here. So I started digging into it, and I realized that there was a whole system of money being pumped into police departments totally outside of the normal budget system. Like, you got your city budget for the police, and then you've got a whole system of grants, which is dark money. Nobody's keeping an eye on it, really. Regular people don't have a say whether they get it or not. They're just pumping millions of dollars, and then the cops can go out and buy surveillance equipment and military gear. And that was what set me on the path to doing actual journalism. Is I was like, okay, I found this trail. And then I published my first story in Vice. And I was coming from a place of nobody knew me. I have no education in journalism. So I'm sending out pitches to newspapers. I'm like, oh, there's these fucking military vehicles. And people think I'm nuts. You know what I mean? But Vice was the only media outlet that actually listened to what I had to say. And then when I brought them some documents, I was digging up city documents and shit. And I brought it to them. And they were like, this is a real story. Okay, we're going to help you do this. And so they helped me put together a piece. And I published my first piece with them back in 2016. And it was a big investigation into all the dark money that was paying for all this surveillance and military equipment in Canada.
Now, see, that's what I'm saying. See,
Great work.
That's great work. You know, and this makes me, it kind of makes me what are they trying to do? Is this a grand takeover eventually? I mean, you're getting ready to do what? See, look here. I gripe over here because I'm a black man in America, And up there, you know, I've never had complaints against Canada because in our history, we always found that slaves ran to Canada for free. Okay, so I've never had no problems with Canada. But then I'm looking at, okay, I thought, you know, we kind of equal, I'm just thinking, and all of a sudden, I'm seeing where racism is happening up there, and the police is like, you can kill somebody without facing any persecution out here. And that's not just for blacks, they killing whites too. And don't have to, like, I'm gonna go home and eat some instant oatmeal. We don't watch them old Jerry Mathers shows or something like that. You know, you feel what I'm saying? Do they have prosecutions for police out there in Canada?
It's honestly, I think it's really similar to the situation in the States, and maybe not as insane. Like to me, you see videos coming out of the States, like of people just getting straight up executed, like homeless people, like they tell a cop to fuck off and they get shot straight up, you know, and that kind of stuff. It's not quite so out of control up here. I think it's a bit more constrained, but absolutely, it's the same problems of, you know, people of color hugely disproportionately impacted by police violence, police rarely investigated for extreme violence and murder and shit, and exceedingly rarely ever charged with anything. But there's also the huge movement to change that, right? So like up here, there's an amazing group called Doctors for Defunding Police, and it's led by a young dude who's like he's like last year medical student named Samir Bull. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but I interviewed him for a small outlet I run called Penlight Magazine, and he's got more than 600 or 700 doctors from across the country who've signed on, who've agreed that policing, the way the policing operates in the country, is a public health crisis. It's disproportionately impacting vulnerable people. It's harming a lot of people. It's a massive waste of resources in many ways. And I'm not trying to shit on all cops completely all the time, like straight up. I'm not a cop hater. I'm just like, this is a fucking institution that, number one, we're paying for. Second of all, is rooted in serious racism and all sorts of institutional problems. So the entire structure of policing, in my opinion, as a citizen, needs to be totally fucking reimagined from the ground up. And like, they shouldn't be responding to mental health calls with guns. They shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Cops should be like taking care of the fucking traffic and chasing down serious criminals, because there are real crooks out there. And that's the kind of shit they should focus on. They shouldn't be dealing with homeless. They shouldn't be dealing with social issues, addiction, any of that shit. There's just,
man, I say the same thing as far as, especially like I always say, I don't understand why you were saying unit officers to like a domestic situation with a man and his woman. Okay, because we all go through emotions. Some people just don't know how to handle it so well. You get a counselor out there, because if a person is about to jump off a roof, you got a psychologist out there because the police intimidate the man. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to send somebody, because I always say this about the police. If a lawyer takes 8 years to become a lawyer, 8 to 12 years, then that's learning the law. How can you be a police officer in 4 to 6 months to uphold the law with a gun that can forcibly? I was fearful for my safety. I thought the gun was like, oh, the bandit starts shooting at you, you have the right to shoot back. I thought you got to, look here, you be in your police car, hold your mic. Sir, please get out of the car. We don't want to kill you, just get out the car, your stuff. Or we're going to be able to, we'll be here all night, sweat them out. You're saying like, I want to get home to my family, so let me get this over with. Let me kill this cat, because you got to be with no conscience. Now, I would say I don't believe in actually defund the police, because it seems like that would be a day considered as a purge. You know, I think though is that we got to reassign what the hell we buying all this military stuff for. Leave that to the National Guard. So when a riot or something do pop up, then they come down. But actually, when the police come, and it started with the battle round. They was testing that stuff out in the hoods.
That's it.
We ought to get there. Have you ever seen one of the little miniature battle rounds?
Oh yeah.
Went through Compton and all that. I'm still up here at my apartment. I hear this, bam, all this. I'm like, what the world? Forget the people's homes. They probably renting it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is throw a smoke bomb in the window. The cat's gonna come out that one like roaches. Just ram through. You don't know if you're running over a kid.
That's it.
It's like no consciousness. And whoever came up with these laws, but there it is. And these are two countries. I'm in the United States, you're over in Canada.
That's it. And it's the same problems, right? And I totally agree that that's it. Like
we're gonna end up having red dots on our chest, though.
That's it. We already got it, right? It's like
hey, if you're gonna die for something like Roy had a very good show with Nate. They was being informative, and next thing you know, it was in a tragic accident. Oh shit. But man, you know what? Since I love people who's about action, one of the things that gets on my nerves, Nate, is when I hear people talking over and over and over of a problem and not coming up with a conclusion. Hey, bro. Hey, Nate, before we continue on, Big Hank is in the house. This is our co-host, but sometimes he has to come in late. You probably have seen him. They're coming to the. What's up, Big Hank? This is our co-host.
What's up with you? What's up, Roy? What's happening, baby? What's up? Said Nate.
Yeah.
What's up, Big Hank?
Hey, Munn, man. You want to stand up comics, man? Hey, he's big, man. He's real knowledgeable.
That's good.
And he's in Canada. But he comes up, and I told him he got connections because he's a stand-up comedian. He's funny. As a matter of fact,
yeah.
Everybody's speaking to you, man.
What's up, 30?
Because he always say he's gonna come in a little late, but we don't hold it up against him. But we can't do all our testimonies. I'm just teasing.
No, man. Hey, you know I usually do it. I usually come in from my garage, but somebody working on my garage right now, hooking it up, getting it all together so I can be up in there looking nice.
Praise God, you feel me? For real. Look at you. You know me. See, I don't need a silver suit or a tambourine player to get me to give joy to God. You feel me? Give me some music, man. Give me a little music. But man, before we do that, I wonder, we got two different things from Nate. Man, I listened to him, man, he's an intellect. Now, we went on his drama part, the stuff that he did, and like I said, anybody leaving from the show, if you're in an untimely accident, we know why.
Right.
But we all righteous.
Right.
So, we ain't stealing or robbing nobody. We've been righteous. So I want to go into this right quick, though. This is Nate right here, man.
Cars these days are ridiculous. Some of these names, I can't believe it. There's an SUV called the Avalanche. Somewhere, a bunch of people were sitting in a room, and someone was like, I've got it. Let's name our new vehicle after something that destroys everything in its path. And everybody in the room was like, that's a great idea. Somebody probably got promoted for that. If we're naming vehicles after disasters, why not tsunami? Tsunamis destroy tons of shit. And if it was up to me, I'd just take it to the next level. Why not the 911? The Buick 911.
The Buick 911. Roy, he said the Buick 911.
Yeah. Hey, look here, man. I had to keep a straight face. That's why I had to move, because I watched them all last night, right?
Yeah.
Man, somebody's got the stereo on and everything because I'm air-cleaning. I was watching Nate. I was watching him over the weekend, and then I put him on Instagram, so I'm looking him up. And first, I kind of got sidetracked because I was walking with him down the alleyway in Quebec. He had me looking at weeds and everything. Cars were parked on one side, but it's like an open street. I'm like, I don't even see a sidewalk. He's like, oh yeah, this is where we're going this way. And we noticed. I was like, oh yeah, hold up. I got work to do. Man, so I was listening to his album. And Raymond, before we continue, that was real quick. I know, and I said, wait a minute, I would have put it together, but I had to show this one too, though. This is where Nate is doing his last set was through Flappers that's in Los Angeles. Am I correct, Nate?
That's right.
It was in, and everybody who's watching, this is Nate coming live through Flappers because it was a pandemic, so everybody tried to act like they forget me, you know what I'm saying? Just because the thing is saying, hey, it was a pandemic, so we had to do, comedians had to come through live, but all types of people watch because Flappers is a known comedy spot in Los Angeles. And for him to be able to have a set, especially with a host, that meant something. Believe that. So I want to play this.
Here at Flappers, Nate Munn.
Woo! Thanks, guys. So over the past year, a lot of people have picked up new hobbies, trying to pass the time, and so I started gardening. And some people say they like to garden because they find it relaxing and calming. But what I like about gardening is the omnipotence. Like, I'll step out of my yard in the morning like a Roman emperor. Oh, we'll live.
County and several sheriff's deputies. Christopher Bailey says he lost sight in one eye following a brutal beating by those deputies during traffic stop. I have
Then who shall die? Live. Go in peace with my blessing. Picked up another hobby too. I've been really trying to piss off algorithms. It's like I got a new phone and you turn it on and it's an all Google phone, Google operating system, Gmail, everything. And so as soon as you turn it on, it says sign into your Google account, and we'll pull in all your contacts and map all your locations and everything. But I know Google wants to know everything about everybody, and I'm not too into it, so I skip. I skip it. And I can feel the algorithm get angry. Like, come on, man, just sign in. We made it so easy. Why wouldn't you just sign in? Just go for it. So, and then it starts to get desperate. Like I'm texting people, and it pops in like, hey, do you want to sign in? You can use your voice. We'll predict your texts for you. Like, I'm good. I'll skip. Going to Gmail on the web, and starts getting like, it's like a jilted lover. It's getting pissed off. You spent $40 million making this app. Why wouldn't you just sign in? Just sign in, man. Eventually, just fucking sign in. It's so angry. I'm like, Jesus, take it easy. Okay, if it's that important to you, I'll sign in. Finally sign in. The algorithm calms down. Everything starts to work better. And I finally do my first Google Voice command. I say, hey, Google, go to bing.com. Yeah, I know I'm getting older because technology is pissing me off. Like, I have an electric toothbrush now because apparently it's good for you to take a belt sander to your gums. Oh my God, 30 more seconds. It's ridiculous. Me and my wife will be sitting there eating chocolate at the end of the day. As soon as we finish the last bite, we fucking dive for the floss. Clean your teeth. We're old. It's like cleaning the sin out of your guilty mouth. It's like flogging yourself after masturbating. I'm a bad person. I'm sorry.
Oh, you remember?
Yeah, technology, it's painful. And like I said, electric toothbrush. I've also been trying to take better care of my body. I'm a dad. I have a couple kids. I'd like to see them grow up, so I'm trying to take better care. but I don't work out much. You might have noticed. But there are some athletes that I really admire and that I kind of like to follow in their footsteps. And these are the people who smoke while they exercise. Like smoke cigarettes. I saw a guy in like a full neon bodysuit, a full one piece, driving a really expensive looking bike, ripping down a bike path, no helmet, long hair blowing in the wind, and a fucking lit cigarette dangling from his mouth while he's doing this. Like, there's an extreme sport. It's just raised the chances of death significantly on this little jaunt. It's like going whitewater kayaking with a bag over your head. Hoping for the best. But the older I get, I find myself trying to find role models, like looking up to older men and see what kind of an old man I want to be. And there's not too many out there, but occasionally you see somebody who's pretty inspiring. So I was downtown the other day walking around. It's pouring rain. Everywhere, men and women, grown men and women, running, covering their heads with magazines and pulling up their coats. Like it's the apocalypse. And in the middle of all this, there's a short, kind of fat old man, cocky pants, and a collared shirt, totally drenched, no attempt to protect himself whatsoever, just shuffling along through the rain like this.
I'm wet. Who gives a shit? I've been wet before.
That's the kind of old man I want to be.
Right, man. What's up with you, Nate? Good job, bro. You know,
Thanks, Roy.
Yes, sir.
I always tell people that I practice, like, the thing with me, I always teach three things with comedy. I'm gonna say this. We are professional comics. I always tell three aspects because when I first started in Hollywood in 2000, basically 2001, 2002 is when I really started being recognized as a greenhead. And they want you to be making the people laugh within the first 30 to 45 seconds. But I start chopping it up like Bruce Lee, right? Really. I wrote my own little manual. I haven't tried to publish it yet because I'm like, who am I? But I've been following my pattern. But there's three aspects that we always work on: planned material, improv material, and I call it bagging. That's when you're taking some time to tease with someone in the audience, right? Every day for the past 20 years, I practice routinely for an hour, hour and a half in a garage room, and it's always 1,000-some people. I'm going over materials, timing, all of that. You know, all that plays a fact. So then I look at it, you should be making people laugh the first 10 to 15 seconds. It's body mechanics when you're on the stage. You don't fumble with the mic. If you're having a hard time, you're saying this is my name, woo, woo, I've left it on the seat. I don't have no time to be dealing with it. Because I got to leave them with that expression. Like, yeah, I ain't going to be fumbling after I talk all confidence. You feel me? And so you have to be a good comedian to be able to just be like, you don't hear the laugh. That's confidence in your knowing your material will work. So I applaud you, bro. For real. This is we ride with you.
Thanks, man.
One of 3030 was saying to me that he remembers seeing you on the show Vice or something like that.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I've been on a show. I've written a lot for Vice, but I don't think I've ever been on a video with them.
Written a lot, and so because his Nielsen ratings, that's what I call him. That's his other name, Nielsen ratings. He watch every single show, credits, and all that. Okay, so brother, I want to know now. You said you left all that. We've seen the testimony. Now you're doing stand-up comedy. Are you performing up there in Quebec?
I'm super new. Like I'm kind of just getting started, and it's been a weird. Like the first time I ever tried stand-up was in 2015, about 6 months after my first kid was born. I tried my first ever. I went out and did an open mic at a place called Burritoville in downtown Montreal, and I bombed just so bad. Like it was wonderful. It was fucking terrible, and so I learned a lot. Obviously, it was bad. So and then I kind of sat on that for like 2 years. Like it was in the back of my mind, and then I did I did a live set back in 2018. I went and tried open mic again at a proper comedy club, and I really practiced and rehearsed my jokes, and it went over good. Like I got some laughs, and so that was the first time I was like, okay, cool, this is a cool medium. And then same thing, it's been sitting in the back of my head, but then now during the pandemic, I was like, shit, I really want to start telling some jokes. But I had nowhere to do it. I didn't even know about Zoom comedy and all that. So that album that you were playing from, I recorded that at my house with laugh tracks. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to make my own album and just assemble this shit.
Yeah.
So I did that, trying to practice on my own. And then that was like my template. I was like, okay, now I've got the idea in my mind and I'll try and make it real from there. Then I discovered Zoom shows and I started doing a bunch of Zoom open mics. I've done like 7 or 8, I guess. And then now I've got my first live open mic coming up on July 4th. And last night I did my first ever booked gig at Flappers. I got booked to be on Writers of Conan last night, and it was fucking awesome.
You was live? Now you was live on that one?
It was live. It was virtual show. It was a Zoom show, but it was a real show.
See, now the point is how you gonna do in front of the live audience.
That's it, and that's what I've been thinking. And my whole thing is that I know it'll be so much about the energy of the crowd and like kind of rolling with that. And I know that's so cool what you were saying about your method and your formula, like how you make it work. And I'm just like starting to discover that, like I'll find you discover your own rhythm, like you said, you've got your manual, and I feel like I'm starting to write my manual, and like I feel pretty confident only because I practice all the time too. But I know I'll bomb in the future, and I know I'll try new jokes and whatever, but you got to work with the crowd, right? And just feel the energy and just go with it.
But you're a writer though. You've been a writer. Even when you didn't know, you see, some people don't know what gift they're supposed to use. Everybody has a gift, somebody has reason. You could have got up and said, hey, I want to play the trombone. Nobody can't hate on nobody who wants to do stand-up comedy, because that's a genre that a lot of people don't know how to deal with. Because I tell, some people say genre, I say genre, potato, tomato, tomato. He said ass Hank, because Hank is a scholar with words, and he's from USC, and so he didn't nod his head or nothing. What would you call it? What would you say, Big Hank? How you say the word? Genre?
Which word are we speaking of?
Genre or genre? Which one's the right pronunciation? Come on, Nate, you can say it.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute, we can't ask Nate because no, you in Canada and y'all can talk very proper.
Genre is a French word, right?
Huh?
So it's genre.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? You talking to some homies from the hood, trying to say some French words that's your natural dialect. You probably looking at us like, oh, they're dry. They're really dry.
I don't judge, man.
But as a stand-up comic, I tell a lot of my friends, and Big Hank gets a taste of both sides of the world because he's in a hip-hop group and he does stand-up comedy. Now, the difference is that music is an accompaniment. See, when you're singing or rapping, that's why they call music an accompaniment. You don't really going out there rap a cappella unless you setting it up for the song that had the back boom. I ain't gonna do no concert and hear Rick Ross just fuck with me, I got it, and I don't hear no beat. I need that boom. Fuck with me, but with comedians, we don't have no company. You got you.
Hey, boy, you freezing up over here, man.
Huh?
I can't hear you.
You can't
You're freezing up on me. I can't hear you.
Okay, what about you?
Maybe I need to go out and come back on or something.
It's okay for me so far.
I'm freezing on you too? Y'all not freezing on me?
I can't hear. I can't understand nothing.
You can't see me? Can you hear me, Nate?
Yeah,
I can see you. I can,
fine here.
It
must be my audio.
I can hear you very well. I hear you.
It gotta be my audio.
Yes.
Okay, now I hear you. Now I hear you.
Okay, you must have had your mute accidentally hit.
Okay.
You heard somebody come on the side and stuff. You think, hey,
no, man.
Like, hold up, man. No, you see, I'm in a show.
Yeah.
You hit that mute while you was going to deal with somebody.
I can hear you now. Now I can hear you. Good.
Okay.
I hear you good.
Now, I always tell people it's like we're in the car today is a big Linsky. That's what I like. Book is a Linsky is a big SUV truck. We're rolling with us. We went and picked up.
We in the Buick 911.
Okay, we do the Buick 911. And we picked up Nate. He's in the back. It's whatever you drink. We don't know what's in your Kool-Aid big cup. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't driving, I probably have some Ricky Martin, you know what I'm saying, in my cup by itself. 30-30 riding. So I know about.
I'm not drinking. I got to come to the phone.
Well, he's driving then. Now you, me, Big Hank got to kind of sit in the back because he's real tall and the seats lay out a lot more longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Matter of fact, we can swivel them, turn them around. You know what I'm saying? We have a little break, just have a conversation. We're not mad. We might have different views, but it's not a confrontation.
Conversation.
Some real news. Hey man, before we go any farther, wait a minute. What's going on with Miss Big Hank?
My wife is doing well. She's doing a lot better, man. Everything going good. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. That's how we do.
Thank you.
Everybody pump up the hands, please.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Hands. That's to God.
Yeah.
Say, amen.
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 And I want everybody's families, everyone on this, or everybody's listening, everybody hearing. I wish everybody's families. I get a kick out of watching people with the kids and kids playing, and there's no danger and everything. I love seeing that, man. I might be a nostalgic, you know. You know, and I did that word.
You got it.
Nostalgic. You did it, nostalgic. You used it.
And I did it. See, I did it without even thinking about it. I let it flow. I was like Watson. I was like Bruce Lee. You know what the first thing he asked for when he came to America, right?
What's that?
Watson. All right, man. Hey, man. Before we all right. I want to say this segment now. Nate, you watched the shows before, you've seen the previous shows. This is where we take celebrities that aren't celebrities, couples. We match them up. Am I stuck with y'all?
No, you good.
Yeah, my thing is saying something. I'm back on y'all. Everybody can see me, right?
You good.
Man, look here. We be having so many different people coming around that, and then YouTube and Facebook is constantly watching us.
Yeah.
I'm not lying, bro. I mean, it's like a constant, like if we play anything, it's a flag. They've been flagging me on my own materials, bro, because Amazon distributes my album, my comedy on Put Your Hands Down So I Can Pop You in Your Mouth. Oh, bro, I got some good news too. I meant to tell y'all this. I was just waiting for all the. I'm doing a opening concert tour, bro. Roy Anthony headlining, starting off in Memphis, Tennessee, bro. July 24th. Look, I lie you not. iHeartRadio is already gave the promoters the deal. I got to send a little 15-second segment of on the commercial. I'm gonna be at the Timeless Event Center in Memphis, Tennessee. Guess who's coming too? Coming out there. They asked for her to come out as a feature.
Oh boy.
Who's that?
Some people be mad. Yvette, the funny lady.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so they bringing in a brother named Mike Samp from Chicago. Who bumped that a little bit, man? They told me yesterday, and then the lady hit me up. She's so excited. Sponsors keep calling up left and right. Sure. Hey.
Good.
Anyway,
good work. That's good work, man.
When I heard the news, I'm sorry, man. When I'm headlining the concert.
Yes, sir.
It's the Roy Anthony concert. Hey man, I had to put on my JJ hat. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
When they told me that, I was like, for real? They was like, yes, we're even in here kicking off a tour.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, but anyway, enough about me.
The Roy Anthony tour. The Roy Anthony tour.
Yeah, let them know that who I want to be a reference and be able to help anybody who comes on. That's why I fuck with you. I
Yes,
said
sir.
funk. You know, I said funk. I ain't drop no F bombs.
Yeah, so
You get 3 to 4 F bombs.
Right.
Sometimes Big Hank uses the N word.
Right. Every now and then.
You know what I'm saying? It's a term of endearment, but we get some of these political people and stuff. You know, whatever it is, what it is. The understanding of communication is to explain how we communicate.
I use it sometimes because one of my characters is Martin, and his last name is Manegas. So so that's one of my characters, Holmes. So sometimes I get in a little trouble. Sometimes I get in a little trouble with that, but it's okay because I like that he's my plane, and it's cool with me because I don't care. It's okay for me, you know. I don't know about you, Holmes.
And Nate, you can jump in, you know, because bro, I'm gonna let you know we accept you as you.
Yes.
I mean,
you know,
that's the way to do it. It's all around, right? People are people, no matter where you are, where you're from, whatever.
Remember that?
Yes,
sir. They did the milk to the nigger.
Oh, he said the side. Oh no, that was Dave Chappelle. The Nigard family.
The Nigard family.
But you know,
the Nigard family.
Well, see, the thing is people want to find somebody who's right there in front of them to put out the politics or whatever. I can't change the world, but I can say something how I see the world. Now, you argue with me? Well, I don't, like they asked me once. They asked me, well, what you think about the LBQTUVWXYZ community? I said I don't think about it. I'm not part of that community. I wish them well. For real. Somebody told me it was Pride Month. I said, well, I'm glad it ain't in October. You know, that's just on me. This is me being funny. But no one, you know, because I'm not homophobic. It's just that sometimes it seems ridiculous to me because what your sexual preference and what you do in your home with the door shut is your business.
That's right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
So you want to go through the streets and rainbows and Skittles, you know, throwing, okay, I'm not mad at you. But don't be mad when I put my parade up and I'm a heterosexual. I got rights. I hit the opposite. Morning, noon, and night. You know? But you know what? We the street. You know? And so
people take jokes so seriously these days.
What you say, man?
It's like jokes. People take jokes so seriously these days, and because of the way the media functions in terms of like platforms and social media and shit. I saw somebody made a really good point the other day, and they said, you know, before you do a comedy set in a club and people would watch it, and that's all fine and good. But now, if you tell a joke and it ends up on Twitter, it's like you've got a whole audience that you never intended to tell the joke to. So it's like, you know, the classic thinking is like, if you don't like somebody's material, don't watch it. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, exactly, that's the thing, Nate. But you know what? Former President Trump said it. It'd be that fat person sitting in the basement, you know.
And there's truth to that, right? Like that people are just looking for a
They
reason
just
to
sit
get
down
mad.
and make comments. I seen it on the Steve Harvey show when they talk about somebody's like get some money and they did this and do that. Why you sit up here tight? You could be doing something about it.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's productive ways to make positive change, right? Rather than just tearing people down and like, going after comedians for telling jokes. It's like, Jesus Christ, if there's anything that we all need, it's a chance to laugh and fucking blow off some steam,
But before we continue with our celebrity, wait, should I keep this hat on or should I put my Raiders hat back on?
It's a Raider hat. It's a Raider hat. Raider hat.
Say, Nate, because we got to split.
I say Raider hat too. Raider hat takes
Raider hat,
You
man.
said Raider hat. There it is. Look, y'all. I'm back. Oh, I want to bring this up to Big Hank. I wanted to show. I just want to show that the Lakers fans are obviously at home watching Bonanza and old Scooby-Doo cartoons. Wow.
We get a chance to watch the slippers. We get a chance to watch the slippers.
That's all right. We playing tonight, baby. I wasn't even mad. You know what? I didn't even care about who won or lost his first game. You know what was amazing to me that I never thought I would see in my life?
Yeah.
ABC. Western Conference Finals. Clippers on one side. I didn't care who was on the other side. My Clippers. But anyway, this episode, y'all, is represented by poppingbarbie.com. Poppin' Barbie Popcorn. You go to poppingbarbie.com, it gets to you and does it overnight. It's gonna get to you one day, fresh, any flavor you want.
Even to Canada.
Canada, all that, for real.
Yes.
Look, I'm holding up the bag. Everybody been giving them the word, delicious. Look, all flavors, even alcohol flavors, even grown up, that medicine you need flavor.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Crap, done. I've seen the process. Poppingbarbie.com. Now that's representing of what we do. Now this is about Nate. You probably know. Anybody doesn't know. These are what we call our celebrity couples that aren't couples. That's what we name. It's celebrities, not couples, but they're couples, and they're unexpected celebrity offspring. Okay, so you got to try to guess who their offspring is going to be. Okay, you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Couple one. Let's go with it here. Couple one. Pee-wee Herman.
Oh, shit.
Man, Pee-wee Herman was so famous that he had to dance in the neighborhood. And you know, blacks, we put some stuff on that. I was like, boy, Pee-wee Herman. Even though he kind of messed it up by being in that little X-rated place. You could have took that home. You had money. You know, but anyway, I put him with Little Kim.
They call him Wackety.
Wackety. Okay. He said Big Hank said he called him Wackety. Okay, I said, what we put with Little Kim? Little Kim, we know is was famous for the wedding and coming with Notorious B.I.G. under the Bad Boy label, and I'm looking at her face. I heard that she was having like facial. I'm trying to figure out what she was trying to do, but anyway, I said, what if you put Pee-wee Herman and Little Kim together? Who you think their child would be?
Lil Wayne.
All right, you can't say Little Wayne. What you think, Nate?
Shit. What's the little dude from The Hobbit? I'm trying to think of his name.
Oh, we probably don't know him. You talking to brothers from the hood? You say
I know. I haven't even seen it myself, but I'm like, it looks like some sort of Hobbit face.
Oh, I've seen that, like Lord of the Ring type stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know the dude's name.
Frodo.
Fucking Bilbo Baggins.
Double Baggins. Okay. All right, the child is no other than Jim Parsons.
No,
it totally
man.
is.
Look at Jim Parsons. Look, you ever seen that show on The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
Hey, you can't go there and look like that could be his child.
Yeah.
Man, we getting close to them. Some people gonna be like, "Oh, who told them that information?" They're gonna be more red dots on the test. All right, couple two. We got 3 couples. Here's our second couple. Okay. Will Smith. Now, his resume is phenomenal. We Independence Day, Bad Boy, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, this Will Smith. Everybody knows this. Okay. You said, what if I took Will Smith and put him with Bette Midler? I'm trying to reverse the ages that I've been notoriously that he's supposed to be dealing with. We want to reverse the age. Get somebody who's a little bit more mature and witty. Bette Midler, a true entertainer for decades since I've been a kid, right? So I said, what if you take Will Smith, put him with Bette Midler? Who you think that baby gonna be? Woo. It's gonna be a good one.
What about that guy, Lil Nas X?
Oh, Lil Nas X. We had him. He was an offspring the other day with Reverend Bishop.
Yeah, he was.
Bishop.
My bad.
What's his name? Bishop T.D. Jakes and Paula White. That baby was Lil Nas X. Okay, their baby will be.
California lawmakers are aiming to.
Who it is? Billy Ellis.
Yeah, okay.
I don't fuck with Japanese.
Okay.
I didn't mean for that video to come out.
Billy Ellis.
These are good.
All right. Here's my last couple. Okay. Meghan McCain. One of the co-hosts on The View. And she's also the daughter of the past Senator McCain. I just know him. I always said Senator McCain. I never knew his first name. I just always gonna pronounce him as Senator McCain. And rest in heaven, because I didn't see no foul in what nothing he did. He was a POW, and I some of the stuff I heard that he did. So I said Meg McCain, and you put Meg McCain with Bing Rames.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't call for your mom. Remember that on Baby Boy? Don't call for your mom.
Yeah. I remember when he turned around asshole neck. He said, "You want some breakfast?"
You was amazing. My mama's out. And my mama's out. I be loving him in the Mission Impossible because what I love is that Tom Cruise made him part of the franchise of being that he's an intelligent guy. I love that. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tom Cruise for doing that, man. But I said, okay, what if you we're gonna bring Meg McCain and Bing Rames together. Wait a minute, Bing Rames also that
John Legend.
No, he's also the voice on that We Have the Meat. Arby's, that's what it is. Arby's. America's roast beef, yes, sir.
That's not Bing Rames. That's not Bing Rames.
Whose voice is that? They said it was Bing Rames.
That's the other black dude. That's the other black dude.
What's his name?
What's his name?
That's the same one. He said the other black dude. You need a
I forgot his name.
Hey, what we call Kool-Aid? We don't say grape. He says, give me that purple one.
Give me some of that blue Kool-Aid. Give me that blue Kool-Aid.
Okay, who you say the child's gonna be, Big Hank?
John Legend.
Oh, John Legend. Who do you think, Nate?
Jadakiss.
Jadakiss, okay. What about you?
I kept thinking the dude playing on the Rocky movie.
You mean that other dude?
No,
the other black dude. The other black dude.
The other black dude. Terry Crews. The other dude than that.
Played Rocky recently on the movies.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah.
J. Anthony Michael, I think that's his name, right? Okay.
It ain't him.
Okay, no, it's not him. It is. Their child will be Tony Cox.
Oh, hell no. No. Ving Rhames ain't the daddy then.
What happened?
Everybody has a practice. All babies ain't perfect.
What happened?
He's perfect. He's a perfect
Nigga said all babies ain't perfect. He said all babies ain't perfect.
Well, I didn't mean it like, Mr. Tony Cox Jones, because I don't want to be having known to be wrestling and fighting with him in public. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna work the knees?
Yeah, man, he killed me and me myself in the ring. He took my man's wife and his little babies. Jim Carrey. Remember the movie Me, Myself, and I Ring? It was killing me, man. All right, man. So that's our celebrity couples, man, and their offsprings. Okay. Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man.
That's fucking fun.
Now we're gonna come into some deep talk. We gotta get into some real quick news, y'all. We try to keep it make sure that we're gonna end in 26 minutes, but I always gotta bring it to the news. Even though we're comedians, we always got to know our history, got to know our surroundings. Because when you're an oratory, you got to know what you're talking about. You got to know what's being said. Somebody can look it up. Because if they find out that you are a liar or something, they're going to look at you like, we can understand you flipping it and making it true of the truth, but let it have some basis. That's what I say. I can't speak for everybody. So I read the news. I read a lot of, I dig into research and I really dig into some stuff, right? I feel for anybody who has gone through anything, like the Jewish population that was afflicted by the Holocaust. That bothered me when I was a little kid seeing that. Reading Annie Frank and the actual books of Annie Frank's and some of the art and stuff that they painted even while they was hiding from the Nazis and stuff. It also comes with the Native Americans, like our producer has been through the Trail of Tears, and then so if we was comparing, I'd be like, okay, and then with me, it's the slave ships where hundreds of thousands of blacks had died when a ship was just trying to hurry get the money and they hadn't U-hauled their boats and all that. They was trying to get that money, and next you know, the ship was sinking through a storm, wasn't well prepared, where we got families that would lose 6 or 7 people in their livelihood, but it would not reflect of the hundreds of thousands that was killed. But then we know the history, especially of blacks, and we think that, and I'll be one of my white neighbors to know is that no, I'm not blaming some of this, but some of this stuff, when we dig up history, we want to do the Indiana Jones and finding bones over there in Egypt and one of King Tut's tombs and all that stuff. When we got stuff right here that is historical and it's horrendous.
Double play.
I'm telling you, that's this first piece. I just want to share this. Any of you two, anybody in this room, have you ever heard of the Devil's Punch Bowl?
I might have heard the term, but I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is, do you?
No.
Now, you are a researcher, am I correct, Nate?
To some degree, yeah.
You enough research where you got fundings to back up your books and everything, right? You didn't write them off the top of your head while you were sitting on the toilet like, yeah, I'm all right there.
No, sir.
Big Hank, you definitely are a person. You look up words, let alone sentences and where a person's coming from. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Had you heard of this?
I thought I heard of it, but I thought it was a drink.
Okay. You thought it was a drink. But somebody did try to make it a drink.
Okay.
which at the party, you take a mixture of different alcohols and all of that.
Yeah.
What about you, 3030? You ever heard of it? Devil's Punch Bowl? The Devil's Punch.
Only in my dream.
Okay. Okay. I've been reading about this for some months, y'all, and I said, you know what? I got to say, it woke me up. I got to tell y'all about it. Okay, the Devil's Punch Bowl. Okay, it's in the city of Mississippi. Now this is the actual monument that sits on there.
Look at that.
Devil's Punch Bowl Scientific Study Area. Visitors are asked to respect the Punch Bowl's fragile soils and plants, its stream bed and its stone slopes, its natural sounds and silences. Okay. This is in Dune County, Mississippi. You with me, Nate? Okay. Big Hank fell off somehow. Whatever. Now, it celebrates the different people. You see this. It's actual out there. This is a monument. This is a monument. And Big Hank was trying to come on, but Big Hank, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to go farther. I tried to stall a little bit. Now, this is an actual monument. Now, why they're telling you on this monument that they really don't want you to go messing with the leaves and all that. It's too natural. Have you ever, now you've been on nature trails, Nate. Have you ever seen where they said the soil is fragile and the plants and stuff? Have you ever seen that?
Not like that. No, it's weird. Yeah.
Okay, you haven't seen it, right, Nate? I mean, Big Hank?
No.
Okay, let me explain this. You know how we go to Egypt and all them places to dig up bones and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. This is the Devil's Punch Bowl.
Holy shit.
Now, what it is you see that gunning right there? You can go in, but you trapped. If someone's blocking that way, there's no way to climb up the wall. It's slippery line. Sometimes the lake overflows. You see the lake above? The lake will sometimes overflow into this and almost looks like a waterfall. That's why it's slick like that, right? There's no way you can climb out of there, and it can hold up to 20 to 30,000 people.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Now you with me, right? You see how it goes.
Yeah.
A man went up the side not too long ago and stuff, but you know why they call it that? Why you think this is just one part? I didn't want to show the other stuff. It goes around, you feel me? But this is where, like, if you want to give somebody trapped a whole thousands of people, you get them against here. You feel me? Okay. After the Civil War, the blacks that was running for freedom, going for freedom, was corralled in here by the Union soldiers, not the Confederate soldiers, Big Hank. The Civil War is over. The Union soldiers are supposed to be escorting the blacks to freedom off the plantations, like a caravan, just like they was like big like Redneck Pimp said on the Trail of Tears. The Union soldiers, not the Confederate, they gave up or say, okay, and they let the Unions walk on, and next you know, some of the Confederates, and they all joined together, and they pushed 20,000 people into this ravine. They killed the men and let the women and children starve while the water falls on them.
What the fuck?
Actual history.
Jesus Christ.
Devil's Punch Bowl. An American concentration camp so horrific it was erased from history. It's grown up with trees all through it. I love you not. This is truth. I'm not here to tell nobody, hey, guilty, because I'm like, look. We're digging in other people's backyards, but we got stuff here. So they say that the land is rep because it grew up all these trees because they don't want you to find all them body bones. Just like they discovered that ship on 60 Minutes, where that guy was trying to export slaves and it was illegal. So he sunk the ship because he didn't want to get caught. You seen that on 60 Minutes? 20,000 people was pushed up into this by the Union soldiers, not the Confederate. Not the, I'm just being honest. I'm just telling the 100% news. And not those who was showing the Confederate flag. These were Union soldiers. In the day, this would have been the Joe Bidens in their administration. You understand what I'm saying?
And then they want to know how come. Then they want to wonder how come black people don't trust them, man. Shit, look at this shit, man.
Abraham Lincoln was the president, but they had killed him. So whoever next was in line, and we're talking about 3 generations ago.
Recent history.
Recent history. We over there in Egypt worried about a bone 15,000 years old. And what about this motherfucker's 100 years old, motherfucker? But anyway, that's my first bomb. I had to move on. Now this is after all what this what pisses me off. And I got everybody. Okay, I want to make it equal. Blacks, we go through so much. We want to blame that history. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We got deep history. But when Popeyes put out a chicken sandwich, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Okay, something's wrong with this chicken sandwich. It has to be. Okay. On the chicken sandwich, okay. Somebody's music is up. No. It says on Monday, it was a past Mondays ago. Police in Maryland saw Kevin Terrell Davis, 28, was stabbed to death after an argument with another customer while the two were in line to order at a Popeyes in Oxon Hill. Oxon Hill, that's what it says. CNN reported. Police say surveillance videos appears to show Davis attempting to cut in a line set up specifically for customers planning to order the chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, this is another one. One body slammed in Tennessee. Just a day later in Columbia, Popeyes employee Darius Richelle Hughes, 29, was arrested after police say he body slammed a customer. The news station reported there are conflicting reports as to what led to the altercation, which was caught on video. But it's more and more, but I ain't gonna go into that. I just want to read those 2 specifics, right? It's more than now. This is the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Now, one, I have never had it. Because is there Popeyes in Canada, Nate?
No, I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't suggest that you. Don't come down here ordering you a. And I say I don't want people to be like, oh, they'll lose a sponsorship. Now I gotta be honest with my people. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, this is real deal. For one, I don't like mayo. So when I seen the pictures and I saw mayo put it on it, it turned me off. But what turned me off the most is that I was actually taking a partner of mine to the courthouse thing over in Compton, and by Compton Courthouse, so he can do his probation, whatever, here, see a person. And I had to park here over by the Popeye. So I said, what's going on with all these cars and people, right? So I pulled up. I lied to you not, man. Blacks was lined outside of this place. Blacks and Latinos outside of it, a line, like they was going to a Parliament concert or a Grammy concert or something, right? The cars was in line. They had put a thing up saying the chicken sandwiches will be ready in 2 hours. They were going to wait. So dude said, hey man, you want one? I said, hell no, something wrong with that. Why would all these people all over the United States get crazy? When's the last time we got crazy on something? when crack came out.
Yeah.
So I think that Popeye's chicken
Got crack.
got crack and something in it. It's something going
I'm
on.
not trying to laugh, but
Hey, they got crack and something in there. Other people got chicken sandwiches.
can I jump in with my opinion?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I think there's first of all, there's a mix of things. And I think, to be honest, number one, and you might disagree with me, but I think when people are hungry, people get pissed off real easy. So when you get a whole bunch of hungry people who are waiting specifically for one thing, maybe they have 3-4 hours.
I know that people can feel, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. But not, let me tell you something. I'm from where oatmeal is better than no meal. If I'm hungry and there's a line for a chicken sandwich, where's the next restaurant with the least line? Because I'm hungry the most. You feel me?
True.
Show me the place with the least line, because I need to get something to eat.
But you
I'm
mix.
hungry. I'm gonna wait 2.5 hours for a chicken sandwich, bro.
True. Fair enough. But you gotta.
You telling me you that hungry, and so after 2 hours?
But you know what else though?
Wait a minute. I hope I'm not doing it. Now Nate is like, I can't wait to go to America. I'm going to get one of them Popeye chicken salads.
Oh shit, I don't know.
I'm staying away
but
from
it's the marketing too, man. It's the marketing of this thing, because it was such a huge thing. Like I remember even up here, we're reading the papers and it's like Popeye's, new chicken sandwich. Everybody's freaking out about it. So it's like when you get a bunch of people standing in line to get the new Xbox or the new pair of Jordans or whatever it is. Like, you know what a perfect example is? Think of Black Friday, right? When they do Black Friday deals and all that. And every single time, it's brawls all over the place. People bust into Walmart and knocking each other out, grabbing TV.
I ain't never been in, I'm going to be honest with you, Nate. Walking just through the neighborhoods I grew up with, that was just, a Black Friday was every motherfucking day at my house. Around my neighborhood sometimes. It's how you make it. I'm not going to go into a place where I expect that just to get a deal, because I got connections in the streets to get somebody talking about the Oculus for $299. Yeah, I got a connection. I get that for $125. You know what I'm saying? It's where you choose to participate in. And what it is everybody wants to be first. And people are demanding. These people, this is an actual picture. They was threatening her because they wanted to know how long is it going to be for this chicken sandwich. To the manager.
And fair enough. I might be wrong, man. You might be totally right, because
I'm telling you, look, okay, you out there in Canada, you ain't seen this. I'm showing you one of the crazy stuff. 30-30. Have you heard about that stuff over about the Popeye chicken sandwiches? Here, Big Hank, you've heard about that chicken sandwich stuff, right?
Yeah, I didn't like the motherfucker. It had 2 pickles on it and a little bit of mayo, and that's it.
See, I didn't like mayo, but you said
it ain't worth shit.
What make them doing this? Wait a minute, I thought it was because it was 98 cents a piece, and everybody had
that do got something to do with it. The price got something to do with it too, though.
But it was $3.49. I see them in line for $3. I thought you were in line going to get 2-3 of them. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I used to be broke on 4th Street. I like you not. I've had $3. I like you not, man. It was so broke. I had $4. I went to McDonald's and got a 99-cent cheeseburger. Then I went across the street to the little market right there and got a bag of Doritos and 2 Marlboro cigarettes so I can eat this and think about how to come up.
I've been there. Holy shit.
But
that's called being broke. That's called being broke. That's broke.
Take it back.
Apartment. But man, I remember for real, Miss Milk Crunch was visiting me. You ever seen them cartoons with Starvation sit there with you? Yeah, he nudging me.
Yeah.
You know what the Canadian equivalent of this is, Roy?
What's that?
Tim Hortons. You ever heard of Tim Hortons?
No, I have not. Now, see, that's what this is about. Tell me, bro.
Tim Hortons it's a coffee shop in Canada, and it's like coast to coast. There's even a bunch in the States, but in Canada, it's like Tim Hortons is the coffee. Everybody goes to Tim Hortons. And the thing is, the coffee's not very good. Coffee shit. But you go, you'll have like a nice little cafe, like a mom and pop cafe, and then you'll have like a Starbucks, and then you'll have a Tim Hortons, which are all across the country. And every time you go by, there's a lineup of 25, 30 cars outside Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Look, it's terrible and everything. It's something. There's got to be some little greed, something. Okay, Coca-Cola came out. They was Coca-Cola because they used to have cocaine in there. They gave you the Pepsi.
Right.
That's right.
Pepsi pepped you up. I remember when I was a kid seeing my grandfather take a no-dose and drink a Coke. And we about to drive to Shreveport, Louisiana. All my cousins them be running around there barefooted on rocks. I was the only one who kept my Chuck Taylors on. All them, for real though. But look, this is amazing. They told him in the drive-thru that they was out of Popeye's chicken sandwiches. Look at this fat dude.
Oh my God.
He tried to actually go into the police had to come and get him. Glad they sent the black dude, black cop good. You know what I'm saying? He understood.
Yeah, he bought him a chicken sandwich.
He probably did, but man, he couldn't wait. Look at him.
Holy shit.
That's hungry, man. That's a shame. He ought to be ashamed. Asshole in public like that. This is the only picture we got of him. This is the employee fighting. Why'd you tell them motherfuckers they won't get them sandwiches 30 minutes? Girl, you know it takes 2 hours to fix these sandwiches. Look, the employees are fighting.
Oh my God.
Hey, wait a minute. I actually got this guy right here got arrested for pulling the gun out because of the sandwiches. And looking at the tattoos on his face, we knew that he wasn't gonna be in public too long.
Yeah.
He looking like that. We know right where you want to go, bro.
Right back to the penitentiary.
Yeah.
Right back.
Now, I happened to find 2 people that was fighting for a Popeye's chicken sandwich. And I'm hoping that my producer, Richard King, is watching because he would be surprised to see these 2 guys fighting over the chicken sandwich. Who want to get that chicken? Somebody chicken sandwich. I told you that's my chicken sandwich. You think you're gonna get this chicken sandwich and have chicken like man? Get my chicken sandwich. Wait. Stop me up. I had to mess with it. I'm so I had to watch mess with him. Okay, so now y'all, it's closing down. I know we've been having fun, trying to keep it up, loving the conversation, y'all. But this is where Nate, we're starting a contest. I just wanted to bring it up because it goes by fast. It's funny how time flies, right? This is a contest that we're doing. We're setting up today. We get some. Hey, Big Hank. YouTube, somebody on YouTube actually put out the contest. I never did it. That is going to be coming on the Roy Andrews Show. I didn't do it for real.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so now since we got my man Nate.
Yeah.
So Nate is still new to comedy. Okay, right? Okay, Nate. We're gonna use you. Now this is the thing, Nate. You got Cash App?
No, we don't have it up here.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. No wonder they said not past the United States. We got to put that in small print. If you're outside the United States border, you cannot win. You cannot win. You can participate, but you cannot win.
That's it.
Ahoy there, Mike. You should get it out there.
Yeah. Oh, Walmart. You got Walmart? Send Walmart to Walmart.
We got Walmart.
Okay, darn it. We still, darn it. Now just playing. Okay, now look, Nate, this is it. This is what it is. It's called Keep a Straight Face.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't started the official contest, but you got to do it like this. In keeping a straight face, I'm gonna ask you 4 questions. We will laugh, but you cannot.
Okay.
I mean, you got to try not to. If you
I'll try my best.
Yeah. If you do, now you can't use your shoulder, you can't shake it off. You got, like you've seen the most horrendous thing happen. It got you, like, you know how you used to be researching like that? You paying attention to the detail, right? You can't move, you can't shake or nothing, right? Straight face.
Deal.
The straight face. You ready?
Here we go.
Tell me when. I'm give you a count off. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds before we start. One. Okay. Nate's ready. Everybody, y'all ready?
Yeah.
First question. First, let me take this off right here first. I'm hoping that Nate could. I'm hoping he can pull this off. Let's see if he'll pull this off. Okay, you straight face, right? Okay. Nate really don't. You know, you got thin lips, so I didn't know if you was holding your lips in or not and stuff. But I ain't trying to make you laugh. That's not fair. Going to get it out if you have to. Okay. This is how the contest goes. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What do you call a person with a small penis? What do you call a person with a small penis? Justin.
Little dick.
Justin. he just in it. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I have to click it.
I think we froze, man. Everybody froze.
No,
everybody froze.
No one froze.
Oh, I am.
What's better than roses on your piano? What's better than roses on your piano? Tulips on your organ.
Hey, that was the best one. That was the best one yet.
Look at Nate. Nate, you playing like you playing the trumpet there. I know it's hard. You got 2 more.
That was the best one yet, Roy.
Yeah, I think, bro.
Yeah.
Third. What do they say? No, why do they say that eating yogurt and oysters will improve your sex life? Why do they say that eating yogurt and oysters will improve your sex life? Because if you eat that stuff, you'll eat anything.
Yeah. 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 Just about.
Okay. And our last one. Little innocent. Did you hear about the fire at the circus? Did you hear about the fire at the circus?
It was intense. Yeah, it was intense.
I have to inform you though. I'm sorry, Nate, but you had lost after the second joke because your face. People tell you it's going to laugh. Whenever your face moved up, I said, "Okay, you know, you was done.
It's over."
That was the best one. That second joke was
Hey,
the
man,
best one.
I gotta repeat.
Hey, the 2 lips on your organ. 2 lips on your organ.
Hey,
Shit, that was it.
What's better than roses on your piano?
Yeah, the 2 lips on your organ.
That's stage material right there.
That's stage material. Yeah, that's stage material.
It was like this. Hey, Nate, thank you for coming in on the show with the Roy Anthony Show, bro.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure, man. It's been a joy.
Yeah. I want to continue. I always tell everybody who comes in that if you hit me up and say, well, I want to just make a cameo appearance or I want to be on that one segment, just hit us up.
I will, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. So anybody who's like that, you come on that show, you family. You family. Contact Big Hank. Wait a minute, before you leave, what's your social media? We need that right quick.
Oh yeah, Instagram, Nate Munn Comedy.
Okay.
All one word, and that's about it. I got a YouTube channel under it's Caw Records, CAWWW.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool, man. Bro. Okay, like a crow.
It's like a crow.
Wow, Records. Okay, bro. It was a pleasure meeting you, man. Pleasure riding with you. God bless you.
Nate Munn.
Such a good time. Thank you so much.
Nate Munn, funny dude, man.
Right,
Nate Munn, you a funny dude.
Thanks, guys.
Funny dude.
Roy Anthony, Big Hank, 30. Thank you, guys.
Oh, man, my fact. Wait, you were saying something. Go ahead. You said something 30-30? You said something about 30-30?
Oh, Thanks a lot to 3030 and Big Hank and
Can we give him a shout out?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
All right, y'all. So we gotta have to let him go on and get out. Big Hank.
Yes.
It's a pleasure. Oh, this Thursday we have Connie Johnson, one of the main candidates that's running for the governor of Oklahoma. This Thursday.
A governor of Oklahoma?
The governor of Oklahoma.
Wow, that's off. That's deep. That's deep.
There's things that she brought to the state of Oklahoma. So those who is lives in Oklahoma, we're gonna have one of the ladies, the main lady, Connie Johnson, who is running for governor of Oklahoma. She'll be on this Thursday. I got government officials hitting me up.
I see.
Oh man,
I see you got top flight
crews, everybody and stuff, and it's taped, so you can always see this recording. The one with you, me and Vet is killing everybody.
Yes, sir.
One from Thursday, that segment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And all it does is it builds up our status. And we want our people to know that we regular people, we on that grind just like you are. It's just as a different type of job. We can talk with you. We're about to get out of here real quick. We ain't gonna hold you up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what you want to shout out, your social medias, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Big Hank, Hank Norman on Facebook and Big Hills 64 on Instagram, man. Get at me, holler at me, you know what I'm saying? I holler back. You holler at me, I holler back.
Well, man, I got love for you, man. I see you
love
in too, Thursday, man.
All right, Hank, much love.
3030, my guy.
See you.
And so, man, God bless you, bro, and I'll talk to you later too.
Peace out. Yes.
Okay. Hey, y'all, this has been Roy Anthony. I've really been myself. I want to thank God for my mother, watching it live, my son, my daughter, all my family members. I don't even like calling friends. Just grateful. Woe Entertainment got some work in. Oh, and before I leave, because I was played with it, because today I crossed over some untrampled hearts. And for an hour and a half, I reposed.
All right then.
Roy Anthony did that.
Hey, is this thing on? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Hey,